the move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Ducks will put total leather to crank us up. Great starting point. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Might be changing the route. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. It's got to make a statement today.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
As a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Riggs. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Under fire. Touchdown, Ducks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Great starting point. Takes it inside his own 25. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Boy, did he turn that thing around quickly. 77 yards for the touchdown on the kickoff return. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's going for it all. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On the run, it's Parrish. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Second down, he'll throw it. Took a shot as he threw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Fires to the wideout. He's got it. There he goes. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
Pulls it in. It's Raymond. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Quarterback making checks. Leaves it with the running back. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 25. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Finds his man, it's Parrish. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. The sweet feet buy a little time. They get to him as he throws.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. That was an entertaining first quarter. Fireworks all over the place, as will be indicated in our first quarter stats. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Gonna look downfield again. Safe completion on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. Oh, the play is intercepted.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Let's see what they do on third down. The offense changing the play. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Bring in the heat. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Missouri! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Rifles it down the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover two look, so there's two safeties playing deep. But the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him, keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do right.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Finds the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Grabbed in the middle, it's Parrish. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Yeah, there's so much aggressiveness in college football, and I'm here for it. I want all of it. Nice job, 4th and short. I'm buying my club, and now 1st and goal inside the 5. I'm trying to get that touchdown. Forget those field goals.
Snap in the shotgun. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Unloads it downfield. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And for that quarterback, that was a good feeling that turned bad really quickly. He saw cover 1. He got excited, taking a shot deep down the field. After he threw it, though, he could see the defender had better positioning than his receiver did, and that ends up being an interception.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. The 50. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense takes matters into its own hands. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Here's the pressure. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Gets rid of it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already being picked off multiple times, and that time, that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Makes the catch at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. On the run, it's Riggs.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Under fire. Trying to get rid of it. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing.
Turning it on. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Really nice awareness that time, getting out of bounds and saving 6 seconds on the clock. You're in field goal range here, so you've got maybe time for one more quick completion, get out of bounds, or if you're not going to kick the field goal, you've got time for one more shot into the end zone.
Let's go, dip 3 soda. From the gun, the running back looking for room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Just drives in between the uprights. This is now a 7-point game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up.
He might have gotten way too greedy there, held it too long, and couldn't throw it away to avoid the loss.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
He lets one fly deep. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. On the run, it's Parrish. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Looking to fire. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Hart. stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw again. That's caught. It's Hart. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down.
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. If they just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense, you're so jacked up. You create momentum, juice. It could change the game. That's a great break for the offense.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Bernard. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
He would have loved to have been able to throw the ball past the first down sticks. Couldn't get it done, and they couldn't create enough room off the dump down, Jesse.
So let's give credit to the defense then in coverage, taking all of the throws away and also doing a nice job of keeping the football in front of them, and then great effort making that tackle setting up for it.
Downfield and incomplete, the defense holds.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. With the catch, it's Riggs. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Caught behind the line. It's Riggs. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Caught in the backfield, it's Riggs. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Trying to do it on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. throw on first down off the play fake. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Going deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long. Whether it's been because of pressure or the defense's guys in their coverages, he just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
It's complete to the left. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. And he throws another interception. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
I don't know what you want to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the marker, it's Terry. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. The throw. He's got him. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw again. Here's a Heat. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Parrish.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Quick release by the QB. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He'll go to the sneak. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Unleashes one deep. And it's almost intercepted in the end zone. It's caught, but he's out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a bullet dodged by this offense. They love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on third down. It's 56 yards out from here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He's going for a big play downfield. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown Tigers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. West Virginia sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Morgantown. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. A busy day in the Sun Belt Conference, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. To the air on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Pulls it in down the sideline. Hits the crease. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ducks!
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. How about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Parrish. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
Back to pass on second down. The short hands. It's Parrish. Oh, he's got some space. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
On the run, fires downfield. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
And almost another interception for this defense. They've been picking him off like crazy. They've shut down this passing attack, creating so many big plays. This defense is dialed in, locked in, and really creating havoc for this offense.
You even have a a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Parrish. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I love running the angle route, whether it's on first down, second down, third down. It's a really good route. It's a safe route. Just takes a little bit of timing over the middle of the field. But, hey, again, getting it to a playmaker in space, always winning.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. That's reeled in. It's Parrish. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got it in the middle. It's Bernard. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down, and it's as if this crowd senses they can help them get a huge stop. Fires to the tight end. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. I mean, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's got it on the move. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. He's going for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They could have tried to break the tie with a field goal attempt. Instead, they'll try to punch it in on fourth and goal here in the final period. From the gun, looking for a man. Touchdown, Missouri! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. With the catch, it's Harris. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Wide open, he makes the catch. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. From the red zone, looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Taking it the other way. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
And it's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking downfield on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. Breaks into the open. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.